How would you upsell a product? All right, now I love this topic because when you can nail upsells, it's kind of the closest thing I've seen to free money and one of the greatest ways to make this game work and can equate to millions of dollars. Let's dive in because I want to show you how to do this. All right, now in its simplest form, how would you upsell a product? Is actually one of the easiest things to answer. You just ask them, right? The moment they actually buy from you, you just say it again. Hey, here's my product. Without getting that obscurely simple, what I want to do is I'm going to actually draw out for you guys a few ways that I like to upsell products, and pretty much all of these are automated. So when you build a sales funnel, you can install these to automatically increase your sales and just automatically push upsells all over the place. And there's a great way to do this though without being pushy. That's what I'm going to show you. Now, literally, like I was saying, in its simplest form, the easiest way to do an upsell is literally to sell it to them and ask them to buy the moment they buy your first thing. This might sound counterintuitive, but you have to understand that the way sales work is you're going to present an offer and their psyche will respond by giving you a few objections. But what about, but does it, but can I, does it fit this scenario? Once you answer them and go back and they actually purchase from you, it's awesome. If you go and upsell them immediately, you actually don't get as many objections. The way the psyche works, the way the brain works, is these objections have not all returned for the second product. So there's a common phrase in the internet marketing space and marketing in general that says that the second yes is easier than the first yes. And the reason is because what I just said. So I'm gonna go sell, but I'm immediately going to sell again on the next page. Now, there's really great ways to be annoying around this, and there's also really great ways to be positive around this, just like anything in life, right? So what I do is you have to understand how much of an opportunity this is. If you go and you sell one thing and then immediately afterwards go sell something else, the likelihood that they buy is a lot higher because they just practiced buying from you on the first page. Right? These upsells are absolutely massive and very, very powerful. Okay, so first thing, make an upsell immediately after they buy. There's a company that Russell and I were building a funnel for back when I worked at ClickFunnels, and it was for a tape company. They sold tape, okay? And this was actually very similar to the funnel style. It reminded me of it actually as I was looking at it. And they sold on Amazon, but they also sold in a real funnel. And what was cool is I got a chance to see some of their stats after it had been running for like a year. Now they're selling like a $25 thing of tape. It was a special certain type of like construction kind of tape. It was really interesting stuff. If I sold on Amazon, there's not really upsells. Like think about the last time you bought something on Amazon. Is there really upsells? Like kind of. There's like, hey, other people also bought this, right? Maybe you could toss this on, right? Sometimes they'll upsell little insurance things if you go buy some piece of electronics. You know what I'm talking about? But there's not really like actual upsells. And so I got a chance to see these tape stats. And it was really fascinating because the average cart value, meaning if somebody came and purchased, how much did they spend on average? The average cart value through Amazon was $25 after like a year of data. The average cart value though, because of a funnel and because there were upsells, over a year was like $75. For every person buying a roll of tape, it was as if they were buying 3 rolls of tape just because of the upsells. That's the power of what I'm talking about. So if somebody's come through and they've purchased and you upsell them one thing here, you also can upsell them again. So I don't like to have more than more than 2 upsells or one-time offers in a funnel because after a while, it's like, I remember Russell once had like 15 and by the end, the people were just like, I'm gonna kill you. Like stop upselling me page after page, stop it, right? So I don't like to do more than 2 upsells inside of a single funnel. And let's say that they say yes here, they're like, yeah. And they say no on this one, and they say no here. What we can do is we can give what we call a downsell. So maybe they didn't want this at $300. Maybe they want it for 2 payments of $150, right? We just give a logical, easy way to make the payments happen on this one. That really increases our average cart value as well. That's a great upsell as well, is having that second one right there. But I strongly recommend not having more than 2, maybe 3 upsells if you do it correctly, because after a while you just kind of end up pissing off people going through your funnels. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a really cool strategy that I've used. If you ever use ClickFunnels, what's powerful is that if someone doesn't buy from one of these upsells, one of the easiest ways to increase your average cart value and upsell products is, let's say they come here and you've got a thing here for, I don't know, $47, and somebody clicks no. And they're like, nope, I don't want that, right? There's like, yes, I do. No, I don't. Let's say they click no. What's cool is that automatically ClickFunnels and other cool softwares I'm sure do it as well, but I mostly use ClickFunnels because I'm not a socialist. So what I do is these follow-up emails automatically fire, reminding them to go purchase. It's actually more common than you might think that some weird tech glitch just happened and they would have bought it, but they clicked no and it was an accident, or they clicked no and they meant to go and click yes. So they just or they were right on the edge and you remind them. So here's what's cool about this is this can automatically fire this no link email sequence and send them directly back to this page to just click yes. It's really cool. And this right there, usually I will see another 2-3% increase in conversion because of that. That equates to a lot of money. You understand why I just shared it? You're welcome. I just gave you a raise if you go implement that, okay? Next strategy I like to use to put upsells into play is actually on thank you pages, right? Similar as I just said before, best time to sell somebody is when they bought something else. So if you go in and let's say they buy this one, but they don't buy any of your upsells, one of the easiest ways to do a big, massive push and to your average cart values and upsells is just on this thank you page right here. We just upsell them the next thing. If these are all kind of like small and mid-ticket, small price points, then maybe this is the next price point, right? You think of your value ladder, whatever is bigger and next in your product line, that's what we go pitch to immediately. And so I'll do a little presentation there that says, hey, we know that you are waiting for your stuff to get shipped, or you're waiting for your stuff product access, or you're waiting for your phone call, or whatever it is that you're selling. You're waiting for blah. We don't want you to sit around waiting being bored. We want to start your training right now. So I'm gonna show you how to insert sales message. Okay, and we go in and we just upsell them to the very next thing in there. You'd be shocked at how much people love that. And much people are appreciative, funny enough, of whatever you're going next in there. I've increased average cart value. I made an extra 19 grand in a sales funnel that I did for an event because of what we pitched on the thank you page, not even the main purpose of the funnel. Okay, this is a very powerful strategy. Before I show you 4 more ways I like to increase average cart values and upsell people, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It tickles my insides and I say, this is all worth it. Also, down in the comments below, let me know if there's other strategies that you've like to use to upsell people in an awesome, amazing way. All right, I think it'd be neat to everyone in the audience and our community here see other ways people are using to, in a great way, upsell people into other products. All right, this next strategy here was one that I started seeing from a few other people and inside a few colleagues, and this has been really powerful. What we did is we created 2 versions of the same product, and this has worked tremendously well, by the way. Okay, we created a version of the product that was just normal, and we created a version of the product that included a free phone call. So it looks kind of like this. Do you want this product for $7? Or do you want the same product for $7, but also comes with a call that will help you strategically move forward in your business? Usually it's $1,000 for that call. What do you think happens when they have 2 options for the exact same funnel, for the exact same product, I mean? Right? And they're like, oh man, if I was to choose that option, I get a phone call and I can jump on with somebody and I can walk through what my strategic, next move is. What do we do on that call, guys? We upsell them. That's a great way. And because the phone call is tied to money, they're expecting it. It's really, you just ask for their phone number if they choose that option. And all we do is we call them. We're doing this right now, okay? I have a sales center inside of my office, okay? When somebody goes and they say, hey, we want this phone call one, all it does is send out a different version of the email with their phone number, right? Or a scheduling link, and that's it. Okay, this right here, a funnel we did this on, I've never really done this in a way where it's not at least 70 to 80% take that option, right? They want the call. And because it's tied to cash, fantastic upsell strategy. I absolutely love that one. All right, another one that might seem very obvious, but a lot of people don't do is, let's say that somebody comes through the funnel, they don't buy one of the upsells. We just create, this is my symbol for retargeting. We create a retargeting ad back to that upsell. Super simple. I got nothing more to say. I have no idea how to run paid ads. I assign that out to somebody else. But paid ads are like a 4th in price as normal ads. So it's a great way to bring people back to a sales funnel and increase your average cart value and upsell people. Next way I like to do it, I got a buddy who increased his 5-day follow-up sequence right here. A lot of times follow-up sequences are usually 3 to 5 days long. He extended it to 60 days. Woo! 60 days. So it was a 60-day follow-up sequence, and he did it in a great way. Nothing was annoying. It was very value-based, but it's a 60-day follow-up sequence. What do you think happens when you follow up with people over that period of time? What do you think the likelihood is that they return to the funnel and actually go, you're giving them more options and reminders to come back and buy another one of your upsells? That's exactly what happens, okay? That's exactly what happens. The longest I've ever heard to date now is a 5-year sequence that's pre-written when you join the list, okay? So extending follow-up sequence time is a fantastic way to increase average cart values. Is this enough strategies for you guys? Is this cool if I show just one more? If you haven't hit that like button, come on. I'm giving my soul here. Hey guys, one of my other favorites is something that Russell and I used to do, and it usually got a it's usually 3, sometimes 3, 4, maybe even up to 5% increase in conversions. And what it was is we used the special form, it's native inside of ClickFunnels, called a 2-step order form, okay? This is a 2-step. Step 1, the version of this form right here, just got their contact info. Step 2 is where they actually put their credit card in. Okay, so they put their own personal info in, they press the button, and on the next, this form would like flip, and it would show, cool, now what are your payment details? Now, obviously not everybody finishes, right? Not everybody goes in and puts their credit card in. So what we do is we automate a series of emails if they don't finish buying. Okay, we call this the SBNP sequence. Seen but not purchased. SBNP, seen but not purchased sequence. And what it is a series of 2 to 3 emails that reminds them, hey, you didn't come finish your original thing. Do you want this? Do you want us to sell it to somebody else? I mean, we say that kind of stuff. Do you want us to put it to someone else over there? Maybe you have limited quantities. Maybe it's an e-com thing. Works really well in e-com, by the way. Right? And all it is 1, 2, 3 reminders to go back and start their actual purchase right there. Does amazing for recovering lost sales. So I know you've been checking out this video called, right, how would you upsell a product? I got a free gift here for you though. If you go to internetlaunchsecrets.com, there's actually a free presentation that will walk through 3 of my favorite campaign strategies, and they're case studies. They'll actually show you a little bit more about real live examples of what's made us the most money. It should also shortcut you so that you don't waste time on things that don't make you money, okay? Go to internetlaunchsecrets.com. You'll learn far more of this stuff. The presentation is free.